Welcome to Sweethearts or Rivals. I'm Charlotte.
I'm Justin.
And today we're going to be doing a review of the base game of Colt Express.
Colt Express.
This game plays 2 to 6 players.
Yep.
Can take you about 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And they recommend you can play it with ages 10 and up.
Nice.
So I'm just going to put that here.
There we go.
And I just want to mention, too, that we did 2 playthroughs of the game. We did one with just the base game and one with the expansion as well. So if you're looking up in the other top corner up there,
yep,
we still have the components laid out from the expansion.
From all of it.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're just focusing on the base game right now.
Right on. So, what do you think of the components of Colt Express?
Well, I have to say the components for Colt Express are quite extraordinary.
Yeah.
I thought at first the train, the 3D board of the game, I might find it a little gimmicky or something.
Yep.
But it works really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the wooden pieces are awesome.
Yeah.
They're really great. The figures are quite big, so it's easy to move them. I do find the trains, it's a little hard to maneuver the people in the trains, though. Is the only thing.
Almost like the trains themselves could have been a little bit bigger.
Maybe.
Or the meeples a little bit smaller.
Maybe.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Yep.
But I think that's just a small complaint.
Yeah.
The cards are all great. They're not linen, I don't think. But they're a thicker quality.
Mm-hmm.
They're not that flimsy cardstock.
Yeah.
It's more of a medium weight cardstock.
They're good?
The only thing, these little things here, they're cool, but they're kind of unnecessary.
Yeah.
We only set them up just for the look on the table.
Yeah.
We don't normally play with them.
No.
But the artwork is awesome. It's a funny, cartoony art.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very colorful, which draws the eye.
Yep. We have a copy of Colt Express for the board game club that I run at a junior high that I work at. And when I have kids ask me about board games, because they don't believe me that board games are awesome, this is the one that I take out and show them. And as I set it up, they're like, "Where's the board?" And I'm like, "This is it." And I put the train out, and they're just like, they like,
yeah.
What? And it's a lot of fun.
So the next thing on the list is strategy and tactics and luck.
Right on. This game has a very unique blend of the luck / randomness because it's more player-born chaos. And that's where Colt Express really shines. You're playing your cards, and you got to remember what you're playing, what everyone else is playing, where you are in your mind as you're playing all these cards down. And then you flip them all over, and that's when they all activate. And if you make a mistake, it's too late, because it's too late, and you have to do what the cards tell you. Mm-hmm. So there is strategy and tactics based off of what cards do you have, where is everybody, what's the opportunity for this round, but it's all kind of minimum to that player-born chaos randomness. Mm-hmm. But that's what the game is all about, and it does it really, really well. Mm-hmm. And it's just hilarious and fun.
It is.
Yeah. If you don't like games that basically run off the chaos of the players, then you might just find it frustrating.
Yeah, you might find it a little too frustrating.
Yeah. But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't like chaos, it could be a little annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing is at the end of the game, whoever has the most money wins. So you have to constantly keep your eye on that as a strategy, because you can do a lot of stuff in this game that nets you no money whatsoever. Mm-hmm. So you have to be constantly wary of that. We played one game where it was a 6-player game, and one person was just kind of moving, looting, and did nothing else. Mm-hmm. And the rest of us just like beat each other up and shot each other, and of course that person just cleaned house and won.
Of course, yeah.
So you have to keep an eye on what everyone's doing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about the complexity of Colt Express?
I don't think it's overly complex. I mean, the movement is a little funny because on the inside you can only move 1 across. Yep. On the roof, though, you can move up to 3.
Yeah.
So you just have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, the rules on the roof and the rules inside are different, for several different cards. So keeping that a little bit straight can be tricky sometimes.
That is a little tricky.
Yeah. But it makes kind of like a thematic sense.
Because, I mean, on the inside of the car, there's going to be more obstacles.
Yeah.
And on the top of the roof, well, you're just jumping from car to car. So.
Yeah.
And I think it's fairly easy to teach.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had to teach it to anyone, but when it was taught to me, it was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and I've taught this to junior high kids, and then they have run their own games while I was playing other games. And so they knew what they were doing. It's not too difficult. It's, again, just remembering some of those little rules that aren't as obvious.
Right.
That's all.
And I also think, too, if you have a really good memory.
Yeah.
And you can remember what each player's doing and have a picture of that in your mind.
Yeah.
You're going to have a lot easier time with the game than someone else who just plays, oh, I can't remember what happened.
So I'm just going to play this.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's half the fun because I find the chaos is kind of the best part.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Not so much about winning or losing, it's just what is going to mess up everyone's plan.
Right.
Yeah. It is pretty funny. Nice.
So what about the playability?
The mechanics versus the theme are pretty good. Everything feels very thematic. You're climbing up onto the roof of the train. You're jumping across the train. You're shooting people and punching people and looting people. It all makes sense, which is awesome. Sometimes the card play can be a little frustrating just because you know what you want to do, but you can only do what you have for cards.
In your hand.
And so, but you can mitigate that with, you can basically lose a turn in order to draw extra cards. So that's all good. The game scales okay because the more players, the more cars you have, but at the same time, this is a game where, because it's so fun with the chaos, the more players you have, the funner it is.
It's true.
Yeah, and honestly, the official 2-player variant that comes with the game,
we're kind of not fans of it.
Yeah, is like the least fun version of this game that we've ever played.
Right.
Yeah. When you get full, like, 6 players playing this, it's awesomely fun. Hilarious.
It is. The more players, the better, in my opinion, as well.
Yeah. And other than that, like, the game, it can be difficult sometimes to pull off what you want to do, but to actually play the game isn't hard. You got a hand of cards. When it's your turn, you play one.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. You just have to be not frustrated when your plan doesn't go as you expect it to. Because that's like every round.
All the time.
Right.
There is a little bit of take that in the game, especially when you're punching and shooting people. So that is something that you have to be aware of. I have run into the situation where it seems like somebody's getting picked on, even though that's not necessarily true, because there are very specific rules for line of sight and who can shoot who.
Right. And sometimes just the movement of what happens can get messed up, and then all of a sudden the same person is getting shot over and over again.
Yeah.
Just by fluke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you have someone who's going to get upset at that and going to take it personally, this is not the game for them. Yeah. You have to just enjoy the chaos and not really care.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Does Colt Express have the awesomeness or the cuteness?
Well, I'd have to say it's 50-50 awesome and cute.
Nice.
Because the components, I mean, especially once, I know we're not reviewing the expansion right now, but especially once you get the expansion with the little horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cute. All the little wooden meeples and your little loot bags and the train. It's really cute.
Really cute, yeah.
And then because of I'm a chaotic, I love chaos in my games.
Yep.
Awesome as well. Yeah.
It's an awesome, fun, chaotic time. Yeah.
So you've got a game group looking for a game.
Yep.
Who would you recommend Colt Express to?
Colt Express is a lighter game. It's a game that plays best with lots of people, so you need a large group. And your group definitely has to enjoy chaos. If your group enjoys games where your plan can be completely trashed by unforeseen circumstances, then this is the game for you. If that just frustrates you, it's not the game for you whatsoever. And then, of course, as I mentioned before, just if you take that mechanics personally, again, might not be the game for you. But it's fast, it's chaotic, it's fun, and it just kind of a crazy fun time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the group that wants it.
I think it would also be good for a family game night as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very family, fun, friendly game.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, cool. Do you think we're ever going to trade it or keep it?
Well, that's a hard question because, like we just mentioned, we're not totally fans of the 2-player variant.
Yeah.
And it really does not play well with 2 players.
No.
So it's not a game that we're going to keep just to play with just the 2 of us.
No.
So if we were to keep it, it would be for game nights.
Yeah.
So if we bring it to groups that enjoy it, we would keep it. But if our groups didn't enjoy it, we'd probably have to trade it.
Yeah, I agree. But as long as we can find a group that will enjoy this,
we should keep it.
Because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally awesome. Yeah. I don't see us trading it. Unless just all of our gamers in the area move away.
Maybe.
Or just become
non-gamers.
That would be sad.
Yeah.
So, Colt Express. Do we end Colt Express as sweethearts or rivals? We end Colt Express as rivals.
Of course. You're playing gunslingers.
That's right.
You can't be sweethearts with your gunslinger.
No. And there is some friendly rivalry spite that happens because the very last round of the last game we just played, there was absolutely no point in shooting guns. But we all did anyway. Because it was fun.
Right.
Yeah. Right on. So that's Colt Express. This is our review of just the base game. We're going to do another video of the expansions and our impressions of them.
Right.
Right on.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you in the next video.
Laters.